dear students. Today we will cover next topic of chapter microorganisms, which is bacteria. In my previous video, it helped you to understand the idea on algae. So let's explore today's topic, bacteria. Bacteria are simplest organisms and are believed to be the first living beings on earth. It means life evolved through bacteria. Bacteria are unicellular in nature. Whenever we use this term unicellular, it means they are made up of single cell. They are single-celled entity. Exist in vast numbers and in various shapes. Depending upon their shape, they can be categorized into rod-shaped, spherical-shaped, spiral-shaped, and comma-shaped. Rod-shaped bacteria are called bacilli, spherical-shaped are called cocci, spiral-shaped called spirilla, and comma-shaped bacteria are called vibrios. They have a rigid cell wall, and because of the presence of this rigid cell wall, bacteria are able to survive under unfavorable conditions as well. All forms of bacteria lack nucleus. We know nucleus is the most important part of a cell because nucleus controls all the activities of the cell. So, it is important to remember that bacteria lack nucleus. The nuclear material lies naked in the cytoplasm of the bacteria. Why? Because it is not covered by nuclear membrane. So we say that it lies naked. Flagella or cilia are present for locomotion. This word locomotion is used for movement. It means bacteria move with the help of flagella or cilia. They are actually hair-like projections which are present on the body which directs bacteria to move in a particular direction. Some puzzle outgrowths called fimbriae. Coming to the important part of bacteria, that is nutrition. How they obtain energy. A few bacteria are photosynthetic. Photosynthetic means they are capable to produce their own food by the process of photosynthesis. Whereas most of them are saprophytic, means they derive their energy from dead and decaying matter, maybe the remains of plants or animals, or parasitic in nature, means they take host and survive on that host and derive nutrition from them. Some bacteria are aerobic. Very important term to remember, aerobic. Aerobic bacteria are those which need oxygen for their survival. Just antagonistic to aerobic is the term anaerobic. So some bacteria are anaerobic, and anaerobic means they can live without oxygen. So important to remember, some bacteria are aerobic, they need oxygen, and anaerobic, they can live without oxygen. Growth and reproduction. How do bacteria grow in number? Bacteria grow and multiply very fast under favorable conditions. What are favorable conditions? We have already studied that microorganisms have favorable conditions, that is availability of food, optimum temperature and moisture. So when these favorable conditions are present, bacteria can grow and multiply in a very fast condition. Form cysts or spores under unfavorable conditions. These cysts or spores They are the survival techniques which are adapted by bacteria, and they does not regenerate during this process of unfavorable conditions. So unfavorable means whenever optimum temperature or optimum food or moisture is not available for them. So they hide themselves and they spring back to life again when favorable conditions arise. Bacteria reproduce by binary fission. Another important term to remember, binary fission, in which one bacterium divides into two. And this binary fission, it is a mode of asexual reproduction. Asexual reproduction means where single individual produces copies of itself. So, bacteria reproduce by binary fission. And what is binary fission? It is a mode of asexual reproduction. How bacteria are useful to us? The process of fermentation helps in the preparation of various food products like vinegar, yogurt, and in this way bacteria are helpful. Some bacteria help in the production of antibiotics. What are antibiotics? Antibiotics are a whole group of medicines which help in the treatment of diseases. So, these antibiotics are produced by some of the bacteria. They help in the process of tanning or processing of leather. Even in the preparation of jute fiber, bacteria are helpful. Intestinal bacteria help in the absorption of food. It means bacteria are also present inside our body, and where they are present? They are present in the intestine. So, in the intestine, they help in the absorption of food and provide energy. They are nature's decomposers. Nature's decomposers means they eat away the dead and decaying matter and clear nature. So we say that they are nature's decomposers. They decompose the waste. Now, how they are harmful? Bacteria can cause many animal and plant diseases by producing toxins. Toxins are poisonous substances like typhoid, cholera in animals, wilt and citrus canker in plants. They can cause spoilage of food. Very common example, milk turning sour. So this is how bacteria can be harmful to us. So here we studied all about bacteria, and I hope this video explained you well on today's topic and enhanced your understanding about bacteria. Thank you.